you doing? It's Jeff back again with some more Judas Priest. Why not? We've done a lot of Iron Maiden on the channel, so let's just do some Judas Priest for a change. And of course, I'm a little bit late for Halloween, but we're doing the Ripper from the Sad Wings of Destiny album. Not too bad to play, not too challenging on most of the playing in this. Nice little theme part in the middle and a nice little spooky little staccato riff that we got to play in the middle of the song. If this is your first time to the channel, hi, how you doing? It's great to see you. Hopefully you've come here because you are a Judas Priest fan, and why not? A lot of Judas Priest on here, and Iron Maiden, and some Saxon. So if you're into that music, why not? Do yourself a favour and also help me out. Click on that subscribe button, click on that bell. That way you're going to be notified whenever I'm posting any new lessons to the channel. Anyway, enough of the plugs. Let's get into this song and let me show you how to play the Ripper. So don't go away.
Preview.
Right, let's just have a look at that opening lick, which goes like this. So what I'm doing now, I'm 14 on the G, and then 12, 13 on the B, 14 back on the G, 12 on the high E, 13 on the B, 15 on the G, and then we're going to slide from 14 to 16 on the high E. Now, from there we've got a long session. We've got 8 bars of just chugging away on the A string. So we're just doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat that all over again. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and played 8 times. Then we're going to move on to the 3rd fret of the A string. You're going to play that 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to the 3rd fret, the G on the low E string. You're going to play that 10 times. So we get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then down to the 1st fret on the E string. You're going to play that 6 times. 5, 6. And then to the open E string 6 times. So that one goes. And then we're straight into the rhythm section, which goes like this. And what I'm doing now, I'm just holding down 7th fret on the D string, and we're going to be playing and chugging along on the A string. So I'm getting this. And when we play that 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got this where we're playing from the 7 on the D, pulling back up to the 5, and then I pick again and hammer back on to the 7. We get. And we're going to play that 6 times. Coming out on the 6th time, we're going to go and shift to a power chord. So again, down. That's a C to a G, and then an F to an E. Then we've got kind of cool little riff that there was going on there. One of the theme riffs that we could really say on this, we're going to play this a few times. What I'm doing on the D string, I'm doing 7, 9, 10. Back to the 9. So that's your first part. Then I'm doing 10 on the D. To 7 and 9 on the G. So we go. Then I've got 8-7 on the B to the 7 on the G. And then I'm doing 10-9 on the G, 10 on the D, finishing off with 8 on the G. And then we're back to our from there we go back to play that through 4 times, and then we're back into the and then the F to the E, and then our riff. But we're going to play this a number of times. We're going to play this one after the other, so we get this. Same riff just gets played back to back, and that takes us up to the first guitar solo. So let's check out what's going on behind that. It goes like this. So what I'm doing now, I'm starting off on an E5 chord, pedaling against the E this time. So I'm getting. And then just sliding down. So I'm just doing against that. So that's just an E to a D. And back. Slide down that, then I do one more D, and then I'm back into that. Now we do that once, that, and then I've got 1, then I've got 4 chugs, then I go to a C power chord, then a B power chord down to a G7, G. At this point, now we're into that kind of weird sounds behind the band, all kind of supposed to be creepy sounds, with this little staccato riff, which is what we're going to look at now. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you the pattern first of all for this little riff that's played here. Now the riff goes like this. Okay, what we're doing now, I'm doing 7, this is on the A string to start with, I'm doing 7 on the A to the 9 to the 10. Then back to the 9, to the 10, then cross over to the 7 on the D string, and then we're back repeating 10, 9. So we start 7, 9, 10, 9. So we start 7, 9, 10, 9, 10, cross over to the 7. So we start off on the A string, and we're doing 7, 9, 10. Back to the 9, 10, cross over to the 7 on the D string, and then I'm doing 10, 9. Then I go back and do a 7, 9, 10. Back to the 9, 10, and then finish on the 7 on the D. Now that's the pattern what you're going to play. Now we're going to start to move it up. The first time you play this twice on the 7th fret. Then you're going to move up 1 fret, do the entire same riff again. So it's the exact same pattern, but everything is moved up 1 fret. Then we move up 1 more fret, so this time we're up on 9th fret. Move up to 10, Move up to 11, same pattern. Onto 12. Now this time, break the pattern, we go up to 12. Sorry, we go break the pattern, we go up to 14. Then we go back to the 7 and we do the normal one back. Then we go back to the 7 position and we do the normal one, and we do that twice. Then we go back to the, now we go back to the 7 position and we play that twice. So that's that little break in between. Remember, just focus on the pattern first of all. Get it down here on the 9th fret, and then you just move that pattern all the way up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember the skip. 14, back to 7 twice. From there we go back to the normal verse. So from there we go back to our verse section and we're playing that normal riff, this one here. I'm going to play that entire thing 8 times and then going back to that's where we go to the C. And of course we've got our normal riff. For our outro, we go back to the theme riff, which we're going to play 4 times back to back. And that takes us to the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed learning how to play the Ripper. Not a bad song to play, not too hard. Just that middle section, learning that little pattern and moving up. Bit of fun playing that one there. Anyway, I'm going to let you go so you can get into this, download the link from my website, look at the tablature and learn how to play it. But until the next time, this is Jeff, wishing you well, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Until then, goodbye.